might not like hearing this, but right now in 2025, it's the hardest time for someone to make a full-time income on Etsy. But it's not for the reasons you think. And I talk to dozens of Etsy sellers every week, and I'm not talking about hobby sellers or people who just listed their first 3 products. I'm talking about people who've actually quit their day jobs and are now making 6 figures, selling everything you can imagine from digital planners to custom water bottles to handmade furniture and more. And every single day, there's people making their first $1 million on Etsy. So why am I telling you that this is the hardest time to sell? It's because I've coached over 4,000 Etsy sellers, and there are 5 things that sellers keep getting wrong. And these mistakes are silently sabotaging their success. We're gonna start with mistake number 1. I get it, this is going to ruffle some feathers, selling only one product to stay on brand. You've heard it before, pick a niche, stick with it, it'll make it on brand and cohesive. But here's the thing, selling only one product or just one type of product because you think it keeps your brand cohesive, that might have worked in 2021. But in 2025, the philosophy is the lifetime value of the customer. Because if you're only offering one product, it really limits how much you can sell to one customer. And you're betting your success on a single product type or listing type. And that is a very dangerous place to be. So instead of thinking about one shop with one product for one customer, we want to have one shop with many products for many really parallel customers who are complementary and similar. So we're going to use a framework for different product types, and each product will have a different purpose. Some of the products, their sole purpose in the shop is to get people in. Those are loss leaders. But there are many other product types, and their purpose might be to scale revenue, to pay the mortgage, to scale your profitability. And all these product types will work together so that we can serve our customers for many years and not just for a one-time transaction. We want to serve our multiple customers in the same shop in many areas of their life. When you give people more ways to buy, you'll get more buyers, period. All right, now let's move on to mistake number 2. And this one is, I would say, the silent killer of most Etsy shops. And mistake number 2 is targeting a niche instead of a profitable customer. I want to clear this up. Niches do not equal customers who spend money. You can be in a popular niche like dog moms or teachers or sustainable fashion, and your shop can still sell nothing. Why is that? Not every customer in a specific niche is going to have disposable income. Think about it this way. That sustainable, eco-friendly fashion niche might include broke college students, and it also might include high-income moms who shop at places like Anthropologie. But there is a huge difference in these types of customers. And that is why we coach our students to define a profitable customer instead of a niche. And we want to define people who spend easily, even during a recession, people who value their time more than money, and people who shop frequently, not just for special occasions. So this is not about niching down, it's really about leveling up the customers you serve. So throw the whole niche idea out the window. Mistake number 3 might seem basic, but it's actually the reason your listings aren't getting clicks, thinking that good photos are optional. If your listing photos look like an afterthought, your products might as well not exist. And in 2025, good photos are not just a nice to have, they are a must-have necessity. And they are what stops the scroll and will get someone to click. So you really want clean, trendy, well-lit, on-brand imagery that aligns with your customer's taste. Pull a Pinterest board of on-trend aesthetics and compare your photos in your shop to what's trending. And if they don't match, it might be time for a photo overhaul. It can be really worth it to hire out your product photography, even if you're doing things like print on demand or digital. All right, this next one, mistake number 4, is the reason that most people give up on Etsy too soon. And this is believing that Etsy is passive income. Yes, you have seen the YouTube videos, I'm sure, that say, I made $10,000 a month while sleeping. It sounds amazing, right? But here's the truth. Etsy is not set it and forget it. Even with digital products, your customer experience will determine your revenue. Good reviews, they don't just happen. You have to communicate. You have to problem solve. You have to be proactive. You have to follow up. And if you want to be a top seller, you want to treat your customers like they matter. So that means responding quickly, personalizing that experience and communication, and building a brand that people want to come back to. Automation is is great, but connection is what will drive your sales. And most people realize that Etsy is not passive income, and then they give up because they're not willing to put in the little bit of effort that it takes to be successful. And finally, the fifth mistake, DIYing your designs instead of using quality templates. You do not have to be a designer to sell digital products or print on demand, but you do need design that looks professional. And too many sellers, they jump right into Canva and they start dragging around text boxes and random clip art, and it ends up looking like kid pics. Do you remember kid pics? That is not going to convert a customer. If you're not confident in your design skills, it is really worthwhile to buy pre-made templates from professionals that then you can then use to create listings that look clean, cohesive, and high value. And you're still altering and making modifications to the templates, but they are doing that hard work of the color combinations or the spacing or the scale of different elements. They are putting in that work. And remember, with design, with anything that has a design on it, whether it's digital or print on demand, they're not just buying the file or the t-shirt. They are buying the presentation. It's not because they really want some cotton t-shirt. It's because they like the design on it. They like the presentation and the vibe, and it aligns with who they feel they are and who they want to be. And it's the design that does that, not the simple cotton part of the t-shirt. Invest in good design. It will pay you back tenfold. And this is the only thing that will allow a shop to get off the ground if the products are heavily rooted in design as part of their value proposition. So I'm talking about digital and print on demand. These are the two main areas that require this. So there you have it, the 5 mistakes that Etsy sellers are making right now in 2025. If you fix these, you will give yourself the best possible chance to succeed with Etsy, not just to barely get by. Now remember, if you're doing everything right here, but if your listings aren't optimized with the right keywords, they won't get seen. So I'm going to break down exactly how to optimize your listings in the next video on the screen, and you can go over and watch that now.